outright Marxist. Now, those are not my words. In one essay he wrote, Katsubai argued that the integration of Marxism with traditional economic theories of property, specifically that of Locke and Bentham, would, quote, provide a framework for relationships that enhance each unique self. Here's a pro tip. If a guy is writing love letters to Marxism, maybe he's not the best candidate to be a federal judge. Also in that same piece, he argued, quote, the aspiration towards intimate knowing, the intimate knowing of oneself and others in our community, is a creative struggle towards redefining property. How many of y'all want to redefine property? And maybe the answer is all the members of the committee on the Democrat side do. Your constituents don't. Redefining property, being told, for example, the home, your family home that was your home and your mother's home and your grandmother's home is no longer your property. It is the state's to do with what they will. Redefining property is an objective of Marxists, and by Marxist I mean communists. Communism is not simply theoretical. My family has suffered at the hands of communists. And yet in the Biden administration, that appears to be a qualification for becoming a federal judge. Not only are his views extreme, but when it comes to gender and sex, they're really out there. In the Wisconsin Women's Law Journal, Judge Katsubai wrote a piece titled Destabilizing Power in Rape, Why Consent Theory in Rape Law is Turned on Its Head. He cited radical Professor Catherine McKinnon, who argued, quote, sexuality itself is a power web in which heterosexual relations per se are infused with violence and control, and that most intercourse is rape. Is it the position of the Democrats on this committee that, quote, heterosexual relations per se are infused with violence and control and most intercourse is rape? That's moonbeam nuts. And y'all know that. But there's a reason every Democrat senator is looking down, because you can't defend these views to your constituents. You're counting on the fact that the corporate media will not tell your constituents about the loons you're voting to confirm. Katsubai, also in apparent agreement, quoted Professor McKinnon as saying, quote, I employ the view that rape is sex in order to focus on the significance of consent in rape law, and non-consent must be presumed. That's a lot of things, but that's not actually American criminal law. This guy's been nominated to be a real judge applying the real law. Katsubai tied these two together in the same article, where he quoted approvingly from McKinnon the phrase, quote, sexuality is to feminism what work is to Marxism. Now, to be honest, I don't know what the hell that means, but I don't like it. It's out there. What is it that makes you see this guy crowing about how wonderful Marxism is, and you say, hot diggity damn, we found us a judge? We also know that in his view, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, will be central to his approach to the law. How do we know this? Well, because he said it. And here's his quote, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, is the heart and soul of the court system.
All right. Very good.